You had a long meeting today with Cassius Clay. What did you discuss with him?
I would prefer not to mention our discussion. We are brothers, and we have much in common. If I would say this, well, he's never been involved in any trouble. His record is clean. He's actually an all-American boy, or an all-African boy, as you will. And an effort on the part of the press to attack him actually hurts America all over the world. I've gotten letters from countries myself, foreign countries, expressing confidence and pride in the clean image that Cassius represents. And I think to attack him, especially on religious grounds, would be most destructive to America's image abroad.
Will you be helping him try to overcome this WBA speculation?
I would not say. I have no comment. My advice always to Brother Cassius is that he never do anything that will in any way tarnish or take away from his image as the heavyweight champion of the world, because I frankly believe that Cassius is in a better position than anyone else to restore a sense of racial pride to not only our people in this country, but all over the world. And he is trying his best to live a clean life and project a clean image. But despite this, you find the press is constantly trying to paint him as something other than what he actually is. He doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink. In fact, if he was white, they would be referring to him as the all-American boy, like they used to refer to Jack Armstrong. We intend to make the philosophy of black nationalism a living reality among the so-called Negroes in this country. And in itself, this will give the so-called Negro the incentive to try and solve his own problems himself, instead of waiting around for someone else to solve these problems for us. We'll clean up Harlem instead of waiting for the man downtown to clean it up. And we'll straighten it up instead of waiting for the man downtown to straighten it. We'll make the level of the schools come up to par with the level of schools in the suburbs, instead of waiting for someone else to come and bus our children into other communities or bus other children into these communities. We feel that we can do these things ourselves if we don't run into a hostile press that will distort our image and our intention to the public.
This is the rally you're holding tonight. Is your party getting much support now?
Yes, I have stacks of mail that has come in from across the country, and surprisingly, mostly at the college student level, expressing solid support for a party in this country that will allow the black man, especially the young generation, to give vent to their own political feelings. And they've all expressed support, and they've expressed a desire to become a part of all of our organizational efforts and our action programs.
Is the mail coming from both Negro and white?
Well, we have gotten mail from both black and white. The blacks can both help and join or participate in any way that they want. We don't let whites join us. We solicit their sympathy and their support, but they can't join us.
Is there any immediate step that you're going to be outlining?
Well, it's not our intention to make our plans as such public. One of the things that has castrated, if I can use that word, every move on the part of Negroes in this country is they've let their plans become too much public knowledge. If any plan we have, our plan that we will make public is
Will you be raising the educational level and cleaning up Harlem?
Well, the only way to solve the problem that the so-called Negroes in this country are confronted by is with a re-education program. Not a re-education program for whites, but a re-education program for black people themselves to eliminate the negative image that has been, through propaganda, instilled within us of ourselves since we've been in this country. It'll take an entirely new approach to restore some kind of racial pride and racial dignity in the minds of the black people. And once we have this pride and this dignity, we can get the cohesiveness and the unity and harmony necessary to solve our own problems here in the black community instead of waiting for representatives of the white community to come uptown and solve these problems for us.
Are you going to be discussing anything else at the rally?
We'll discuss many things.